Hey guys, I hope that you're, I don't know if I would say enjoying the devotions so far. I hope they are very meaningful to you, and I hope that it's moving all of us toward surrendering all to Him. Today's devotion is good. Everything that Jim Cymbala said is great, and usually is, but I really was kind of struck by one particular sentence, and it's toward the end where he said he will never make a treaty with our secret pockets of sin. And that makes a whole lot of sense because God wants the best for us. I want you to imagine maybe a football coach, and he looks at his offensive line, and there are 5 guys there, and one of them he knows is really not any good, but maybe his parents are good contributors to the school, or maybe they're just annoying, and he doesn't want to have to put up with all of their foolishness, and so he lets that player play. The team might be okay, but eventually they're going to get exposed for their weakness, and they're not going to go very far in that season because he was allowing something that was less than his best to be in place. Or even worse, what about a doctor? What about a doctor who runs a scan and sees a little spot on the lung, but he says, you know what, that's at a place nobody ever sees that. Nobody can see that thing. It's just a small one. It's just over here tucked away off to the side, and he never does anything else about it. You and I both know that it's very possible that could be a life-saving procedure if he would address it from the get-go. The same is true with God. We've looked at a lot of our devotions through this book so far, and it's really encouraging us to acknowledge our sin before God. And this is no different. It might be something that seems kind of small to you and insignificant, or it might be something that nobody else knows about, and so it's almost like God doesn't know about it either. Let me assure you He does, and let me assure you it matters. And so even if there's one of those secret pockets of sin that's buried somewhere, and maybe some of these other devotions, you kind of thought about it, but you didn't really want to do anything about it, don't delay any longer. Because just like the football coach needs to do what's best for his team, and the doctor needs to do what's best for his patients or hers, God wants to do what is best for us. And that is weeding out all those little pockets so that He can make us pure and holy before Him, and something that is beautiful and usable to Him. May God bless you as we continue through these devotions together. Again, as always, don't give up. Hang in there, even if you're a little bit behind. Keep going. And I believe that God is going to work for all of us and with all of us as we surrender all.